Alright, here I am. I am so nervous and excited, but actually mainly nervous. I've sat through the safety briefing. I've got my walker's pass somewhere over here. There we go. I'm certified. And I'm ready to get on the shuttle bus and say goodbye to civilization for 5 nights. I'll leave Billie in your capable hands, Rohan. You can do this. Okay, alright. Okay.
Good morning. It is the first official day without Jessie here. And so far it sucks because I miss her and much prefer doing this with her. But we're going to try and make the most of it. Today, we're going to go check out a little town about 40 minutes away called Waratah that's meant to have a beautiful campground right next to a waterfall. So I'm going to go talk to the post office, who apparently manage it, and see if I can land a spot there. Our plan for the next, 5 days is to slowly make my way around from Cradle Mountain, from the north of Cradle Mountain, down to the south, which is around Lake St. Clair. And that's where I'm going to be picking Jessie up. Also, why the hell am I even recording this? I'm not Jessie. I'm not her. This is her channel. She did ask me if I could just log some of the stuff that I'm doing over the next week, just to show her how much fun that I'm having and to keep you guys on the journey as well. Just arrived at Waratah and forgot that Jessie is the one who remembers to always put the rubber band on the paper towels. Look at this spot though. After getting settled in, I decided to go for a bit of an explore and check out Waratah. I discovered that this lake has a bunch of platypus in there, which is awesome. And then I went to go check out this huge waterfall right in the middle of town. I learned all about the tin mining that they do here, and then went and had a nice lunch at the local pub. Look what I have discovered this morning. Rust all over her. Dripping down the door. I need to figure out a way to get rid of all this rust before Jessie comes back. I think white vinegar is meant to help, but I've tried putting some on and so far it's not doing anything. Gonna go in town to see if they have anything there. So I have just driven from Waratah down to Queenstown, which was about an hour and 15 drive, along one of the most beautiful drives I've ever done. It was right alongside Mount Murchison, I believe it's pronounced. Very, very windy, but holy moly, I wish that I could have filmed that because it was very, very beautiful. There were so many spots I wanted to kind of get out and just show you. Not a ton of places with, lookouts or anything that I could really film, but I'm so glad that I drove that. I'm now in Queenstown, which is a small, very quaint old mining town here. There's quite a lot of history around here, a lot of information about rocks, which is good. I've been trying to fix this rust problem that I told you about before, and nothing's working. I've tried, the white vinegar, I've tried baking soda, I've tried car cleaning products, and unfortunately, I just can't get it out. What I've found online is that if I pick up something called iron remover, that's apparently does the job and will help. Unfortunately, there are no hardware stores or anything that's still open in Queenstown, and nowhere I can go to actually find some iron remover. The other thing is that I have not heard from Jessie at all today. It is about 2 o'clock. Normally I hear from her when she sets off in the morning, and when she arrives at the next hut sometime in the afternoon. But so far I've not heard from her at all, which is worrying, and I don't love that feeling. I'm sure she's fine, but would definitely love a little confirmation message just to make me feel better. Otherwise, I'm just gonna sit here not knowing anything, not being able to make any dent on this rust problem, and just wallow for a little bit, I guess. Not much else to do. So a lot of flies. I think I've killed with my hands probably 10 March flies in the past, 2 hours. I think I could get that number up. Queenstown! Getting up to this lookout was the windiest road, I think one of the windiest that we've taken on this trip so far. And I forgot to lock the fridge. So I only pulled over here so I could take a look at the amazing views, but also so I could put everything back in the fridge that fell out. Whoops. We are going to go check out a waterfall called Horsetail Falls. We're there. Where do we need to go? It's pretty clear. Who doesn't love stairs in the morning? Oh yeah. Can't wait to come down. Oh my God, look at that. Still see Queenstown off in the distance. Okay, so I didn't think that these were the falls, but apparently they are. Which means they're not really running that much today, unfortunately. We were warned, don't go chasing waterfalls. Beautiful walk though, beautiful views as well. We are at the Iron Blow open cut mines, which were in operation mining copper for over 100 years. I think up until about a decade ago, I could be wrong on that. But a lot of the rocks that we're looking at here were actually formed over around 500 million years ago from underwater volcanoes. I have learned so much about volcanoes on this trip. And that's just, I'd love that. That is awesome. I have been driving very fast on a very, very windy road, and it sounds like the back has completely fallen apart. Let's see. Yep. Look at that. Got the toilet out. I think that's a record. I think this is possibly the most amount of destruction that's ever occurred in Billie from driving. Look where I stopped though, right next to Cool Creek. It's a sign. The people have voted. I'm cool. This is a cute little spot. Tasmanian Devil. It's a cool painting. Alright, just another quick stop. Let's keep going. Finally, my prayers were answered. After 4 days of fighting rust and flies, I'd made my way to Lake St. Clair to pick up Jessie at last and give her a big ol' smooch. She's made it! After how many nights in the wilderness? 4 nights? She did it! She's back!
Carry back for me?
Yes.
What an experience that was. Wow. I am back. I have had the best shower of my life, even though it was the crappiest shower I've ever stepped foot into. And I am still yet to process what that experience meant to me. I have definitely come to the realization that I do very much appreciate being able to share these experiences with other people. Likewise, I think Rohan felt the same about living on the van on his own. It's wonderful to have like-minded company. Granted, I was really lucky to walk with a few other soloists, and we formed our own little band and supported each other through that journey. But multi-day through hiking, it really is a life-altering experience. I mean, putting yourself in a position where you are taken away from all of the conveniences and creature comforts of everyday life and really paring back to the basics of figuring out food, water, shelter every day. It's something that I think everybody should experience. I do have a little bit of footage from the trail that I'm going to sit down and go through this week and really unpack my experience. So I hope that you'll join me for that next video because it's going to be a special one. I'll see you then.